want to share with you a very great revelation that happened to me today. Baruch Hashem, I am zocher to daven at the Kosel every morning. Whoever would like me to mention their name 40 days straight, write to me at dytravis613@gmail.com. I'm doing it for many people. People contribute to our call? But I have a ride there at 3:30. The person who drives me is quite punctual, meaning he's there at 3:30. And the past few days, weeks, slipping up a little bit, 3:31, 3:32, 3:33. Yesterday he told me, I got there at 3:31 yesterday, he said, Rabbi Travis, tomorrow 3:30. Right, tomorrow 3:30. Okay. I thanked him for not getting angry with me, saying it in like a friendly, pleasant way. In any event, last night I had a long call with somebody. It was really long. And by the time I got to sleep, it was like, to get up, to be out at 3:30, I would have 3.5 hours sleep. Right? It was a little bit tough on my body. I set my alarm, and for sure enough, 3:15 the alarm goes off. I was sleeping, I didn't hear it. 3:20 goes off again, I didn't hear it. 3:25, I hear doo-doo, doo-doo. I go look at my clock and say 3:25. That means I have 5 minutes to get out. That means I'm in bed now. I have to be dressed, have everything, and down on Charleston Street from Agassi, right, which takes me at least 2 minutes, in 5 minutes. So I said, I'm going to do it, And Baruch Hashem, I got down the stairs exactly as he was driving in. But at that moment, something very, very significant happened, right? Is that there was a lot of things I usually have to do, but I had to cut almost everything out. Just the bare minimum things. Yeah? Like choose 3 of the most important things you need to do, 4, and just do them and just go. And that's what I did. And I realized this takes me 10 seconds, this makes me 20 seconds, this makes me 30 seconds, this I can do this again. I was balancing my time in the seconds, right? And I got there and it hit me, right? 5 minutes, right? Something which usually takes me half an hour, I was able to do in 5 minutes, right? You see the power here of 5 minutes. The Chasam Sofer was once asked, how did you become the Gadol Hador? We wrote Svarim in Halacha, Gemara, Chumash. He even wrote songs, Shirim. Yeah? How did you do that? So he said, I did it in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, yeah. The 5 minutes that people waste, I use probably. Wasting 5 minutes doesn't mean a person sitting around and, I don't know, smoking weed. Yeah, maybe that's not waste for some people who need it. I'm not commenting on that. But it means, in those 5 minutes, how do you use your time? Now, I'm being very careful. I know there's some people listening out there who get a little bit nervous when I speak too strong. One time I told people, you have to finish Shas. The guy calls me up, apparently like he was suicidal because he didn't feel like he finished Shas. I'm like saying, be chilled, be calm. But realize time is really, really important, right? Now I bought this morning some pictures of some Gedolim. Yeah, here is the Chavetz Chaim. Yeah, and who else do we have here? We have some of my teachers, Rav Moshe Shapiro's, that's how, Rav Moshe Sternbach's, that's how, Shlita, Meir Esser. Yeah. I think I could say honestly, Rav Shlomo Safrani, Rav Israel Auerbach, right, Rav Yisrael Belsky, Rav Shlomo Brevda, Rav Shlomo Volba, etc. All of these great people, they know the value of time, right? And, okay, some of them are very big Bali Kishron, they're very smart people, some of them are really, really very diligent, or whatever it might be, yeah? But they understand what 5 minutes is. They understand. They could change the world in 5 minutes. In Kelm, they had a Seder of 5 minutes. They would finish second Seder, I believe. They would close their Gemaras, they would walk out, they would come back in the Beis Medrash, yeah? Sit down, they would have a Masechta, they would learn for 5 minutes and leave. And during that 5 minutes, they finished Masechtas. And that taught them what 5 minutes is. And that's what I learned this morning. If you use your 5 minutes right, then you're already on the mindset of a gadol. I'm not saying you're going to be a gadol, that's a siyata d'shmaya, but you're already in the mindset that great people have. And it's not just gedolim, it's in the secular world as well. People who understand the value of time, right? They asked the Or Sameach, how did you, I'm so great. he made a Kabbalah for 18 years to learn 18 hours a day. He said, how do you do that? And Yom Kippur, 18 hours means in 6 hours you davened, you slept, right? And everything else you need to do. How'd you do that? He said, when the house is on fire, people act differently. I live my life like the house is on fire. Now again, being very careful, all you out there, I'm not telling you the house is not on fire, everything's fine, it's going to be right. But I'm just coming to bring out this idea of 5 minutes. Look at your day. Look at the time that you have. The way you use the time you have for learning, right? Somebody once said, I inquired about a certain Avrech, my colleague said, his hour is 60 minutes. His hour is 60 minutes. He uses every minute properly when he's learning. And that's really, really something very important. The Vilna Gaon made a cheshbon nefesh. At the end of the year, he said he had 5 minutes of Bittul Torah. So he was looking at things on a very, very scale. So therefore, we have to take everything with a grain of salt. But realize that time is really, really important. Realize that I'll just finish on that note about Gedolim. You see some Gedolim, like I saw that Rav Yitzchak Berkowitz made the Gedolim package of pictures. He actually called it through Berkowitz. I don't know why they don't have Rav Safrani in there yet. He's too big, I guess. He hasn't hit the radar yet. But Lamaisa, Rav Yitzchak Berkowitz is really, I once asked him for a letter, it took him a year, he said, I just didn't have time, to do it. Didn't have time to sit down and do it. But when he speaks to couples who are getting divorced and he feels he can save it, he has all the time in the world, right? And that's another aspect of a gadol. They know which things are big and they know which things are small. So this is something we can all gain from, to understand what time is, to value our time, and to use it properly. Hashem should give us Siyata Shmaya, we can, but understand the power of 5 minutes that man came through it. So.